Hi Colette, congratulations on your website launch. I know this is a big milestone for you. I'm so excited for you and so excited to see how you have made your dream reality. This is pretty cool. And I'm beyond excited to be a part of your website launch party. I'm Holly Wade, and Colette and I go way back, as in birth. Our moms were best friends or have been lifelong friends, and so Colette and I have known each other for a very long time, and it's really cool for me to see how our worlds have kind of come back together, where we both share this passion for fitness and wellness and a healthy lifestyle. And so it's really cool to get to collaborate on ideas and share different things. So today Colette asked me to share some of my expertise with you. I've been a fitness professional for over 20 years, so I'm just going to give you a little bit of a stretch routine today, something really simple that you can do in your office or just anytime during the day. After a workout, this will be static stretching, meaning we're holding the poses or the stretches, so it's more beneficial after a workout than before to do this type of stretching. We just get more benefit that way. So let's just start with the upper body. Let's do the neck and shoulders. And I know, at least I sit at a desk a lot, and many of us do, driving, that kind of stuff. So we tend to round forward and get kind of tight in the upper neck and shoulders. Let's stretch that out. I will turn my back to you for a moment so you can see what I'm doing. So if we just take one arm across the midline and then hold the forearm, pull just a little bit and tilt the ear away. That way we can get a nice opening down the side of the neck into the top of the shoulder. If that's a little too much, just tilt your head if you can't quite bring your hand behind you. It's okay. There's another option. And let's go ahead and take it up and over to the other side. So you can just do this, or you can bring the other arm across that midline. Keep that shoulder down and back. And we'll hold each stretch for 3 to 5 breaths. That tends to be about 30 seconds to a minute. That's when we get the most benefit with our stretch. Fantastic. So let's get the upper back and shoulders. Just bring the hands forward. You can clasp, interlace, whatever feels most comfortable for you. You can even hug. So we'll just come forward and look down. Bring that chin all the way down to our chest. Relax the shoulders. Give it one more big breath in and out. Excellent. Go ahead and release and lift up. Just go ahead and do half neck circles, not a full one. So we'll just start with the ear and come over to one side and then to the other. Nice and easy, and if you find a spot that's a little tighter than the rest, stop right there and hold. Doesn't matter where it is. We're all going to be different. This is just where my spot is today. So I'll just breathe. Let my breath take me a little bit deeper so I can bring my chin down just a little more and relax my shoulder just a little more. Beautiful. Just remember that we don't want to overstretch. That can create harm or injury. So we just want to take it to the point of tension but not pain. There's a difference. Pain, you definitely know. But tension, that's where we feel kind of an edge. You know that you got to that spot where it's not going to go any farther, but you know that you're stretching. You know you're doing something. Your body's smart. It'll tell you. Just trust it. Excellent. So let's open up the chest and the shoulders. Again, we're in front of us all day long. Roll those shoulders back and down. Just open up. Lift that heart up. So this is one option, and if you have the flexibility, you're welcome to bring those hands behind and interlace. If you're somewhere in the middle, just bring your hands to your hips, roll those shoulders back and down, and open. Hold for one more breath. Excellent. I don't know about you, but my sides sometimes get kind of tight. So let's do a little side stretch, little tip with that. Extend the arm up nice and long. Now notice my shoulder is still down. I'm not bringing it up by my ear. So relax the shoulder. Hand could be at the hip or at your side. It doesn't matter. But think more about fanning the rib cage up and over and press down with that same foot. So since I have my right arm up, I'm going to push down with my right foot as well, and then kind of reach down with that right arm, or my left arm, excuse me. So I'm doing this rather than reaching over and pushing the hip out. This way I'm actually opening up through the side of the body, through the ribs. One big breath in, exhale, and we'll go ahead and reach. Beautiful. Let's take it left arm up, or your right if you're mirroring me. Hand either at the hip or down, it doesn't matter. Now extend that arm up a little more, open up through the ribs, and press down into that same foot. Shoulders are relaxed. One more breath. Big full breath in, expand those ribs. Allow that to help you with that stretch, opening up those intercostals, which are the muscles between the ribs, and exhale as we go ahead and rise. Awesome. So for hamstrings, I actually like to take it to the floor, and there's a couple of reasons. One is that if we have osteoporosis or osteopenia, or we're at risk for that, doing forward folds, this kind of thing, actually can be very harmful and actually create injury in our low back. So I just take it to the floor and sit. Another thing is that a lot of people make the mistake of dropping their head below their heart after doing cardio. Please don't do that. Please keep that head up above the heart. And the reason is because you might not be cooled down yet. Your heart rate might not have come down. Your blood may not have redistributed throughout the body. So when we go down, that can create some blood pooling. We just want to be safe. So let's go ahead and have a seat on the floor. And if you're in your office, just invite people to come down with you. So you might not be able to see this, but I have one leg extended and one leg bent. Let me see if I can move back a little bit for you. There we go. So one leg's extended, one leg's bent. I'll just turn toward the foot that's extended and keep my heart up as I come forward. Hands are just here for support. For some people, this is enough, and that's fine. Just stay right there. Take those nice, deep, full breaths in. Now, if you want to take this a little deeper, there are a couple of little tricks. Start to engage the thighs. Hello, hamstrings and calf for me. And then start to pull these toes toward you a little more and reach out through that heel. That's going to help extend that back of the leg so you get that full opening through the hamstrings and the calf just a little bit. Awesome. Big breath in and exhale to come on up. Let's switch it around. The other leg comes over or straight in front of you, whatever you prefer. Other leg's tucked in. Turn toward the straight leg and then bring the chest toward the foot. Head is up. A lot of times what I see is people trying to bring their nose to the knee. That's not really flexibility because we really want to open the low back and the hip joint. Flexibility is the mobility around our joints, or the range of motion around our joints. And so when we're rounding, we're actually not opening up the joint that we're trying to with the stretch. We're just rounding our back, which might open up some vertebrae, or the muscles between the vertebrae, but that's not the goal with this particular stretch. Awesome, one more breath, and coming on up. Beautiful. Let's get those inner thighs for a little butterfly stretch. So once again, for some people, this is perfectly comfortable and this is good. If this is you, it's fine. Stay right here. If you can bring those hands to the ankles or to the tops of your feet, that's another option. And you might be able to sit up a little bit straighter. And the last option is to just hinge forward a little bit if possible. Again, going to your edge, not to the point of pain. So you choose. Continue to notice your breath. Big full breath in and out. Shoulders are relaxed. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and stand back up. Finish up with the quads. I also like to hit the floor because we need to get up and down every day. That's a really important skill that we lose with age. The more we can practice getting up and down, even if it's with stretching, the better off we are. There's one thing I'm convinced of, it's that as we're aging, we need to focus more on strength and flexibility. Just what I've observed over time. So for quads, a couple of options. If you need to, use a wall, use your chair or desk, whatever you need to for balance. If you can balance without that, that's another option. So see if you can bring your foot to your rear end, holding the shoelaces of your feet, and notice that when I do this, my knee doesn't flare out as I'm holding the stretch. My knees actually seal together. So that's, again, just an alignment thing, keeps our knees safe and protected. And then I'm trying to stand up nice and tall, so I'm going to push into my extended leg and do whatever I need to do for balance. One more breath, and go ahead and release. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Foot comes to the rear end. Balance however you need to. Use your wall, a chair, any of those options. Extend up. That sometimes helps people. Hand on the belly sometimes helps people. So a good way to practice balance. Beautiful. Let's do one more to stretch out the glutes, and we can balance with this one as well. So again, use your wall or a chair. Crisscross one foot over the other for a figure 4. If you prefer to sit on the floor for this one, it works too. So, and then just sit back, getting into deep muscles of those glutes. If you do a lot of squats, this is a good stretch. So this is the standing version. On the next one, I'll show you the seated version. Up and down, like I said. So for seated, I'll just bring my legs out, cross, and then bring my foot in. And notice that I'm sitting up. If you need to sit back a little bit to be able to achieve this stretch, it's fine. Or take that leg out a little farther. But try to keep that spine nice and long from the tailbone to the top of the head as you do the stretch. Excellent. So that's just a little bit of what you can do every day. A couple of times a day would be fantastic. Colette, congratulations on your website launch. Thank you once again for letting me be a part of your party. And thank you everyone for coming out and supporting Colette as she launches her website. Have a fantastic day.